Examples of Antiquitech bells. Now, the bells produce powerful frequencies that, in the context of Antiquitech, might harmonize and modulate the etheric or atmospheric energy collected within a structure. Entrainment of energy. The bell's sound vibrations could set the entire building into resonance, entraining the gathered energy, much like how vibrating strings on a guitar causes sympathetic vibrations in nearby objects. So, something that I have here. So this is a quartz crystal tuning fork. This is tuned to 528 Hertz. This is an F note. So the sound vibrations could set the entire building into resonance, just like how this can set the body into resonance. Sympathetic vibrations in nearby objects. Quartz crystal. Just wanted to show that. Acoustic energy amplifier. Similar to tuning forks, the bell's vibrations may act as an amplifier, reinforcing natural atmospheric or etheric vibrations in the structure. Frequency modulation and transmission. Bells could broadcast modulated frequencies outward, dispersing energy across the surrounding environment, creating a protective and harmonizing field around the building or city. The bell's sound waves could function as carrier waves, much like radio frequencies that can carry electromagnetic signals. So think about that the bells themselves could broadcast carrier waves outwards to the local populace, to the local environment. Historically, bells were used to clear the air or shift the atmosphere's vibration, potentially balancing or purifying energy in the environment, aiding in protection and healing. And certain bell frequencies may raise consciousness, facilitate healing, and harmonize the physical and spiritual realms, making them integral to spiritual practices and rituals. So we look a little bit more here. And this is the Tsar bell. This is the largest bell in the world. It weighs over 200,000 kg at the height of 20 foot. And it was supposedly made in 1733. Was supposedly never used. Supposedly it was dropped. They were trying to raise it. And how you raise a 200,000 kilo object, how you even make it in the early 1700s with the technology that we're told that they had at that time at their disposal. Imagine being inside of that, just being stood in there and this wasn't broken and they bang it. Have you seen that scene on The Watchmen when Dr. Manhattan's inside that, or is it some sort of like nuclear power machine or like some sort of gamma radiation machine, and he stands in it and he turns it on, it's like, and he just like evaporates, just inside of that, just get fucking sent to the 12th dimension. The 12th dimension of the Tsar bell. And it's no coincidence, you know, with this Tsar bell, and it's actually quite good to see one at this size. If you've ever done any research into some of the equivalent of like the black budget military projects of the US, but in Nazi Germany, the famous one is the Die Glocke, don't know if that's how you say it, Die Glocke in German, which was the SS Bell, which was an anti-gravitational machine, essentially a UFO, that manipulated the electromagnetic spectrum, and supposedly it was very highly advanced. And there's also theories of time travel with it as well, which, you know, if you had something that was shaped like a bell and rang like a bell, you know, manipulating the electromagnetic spectrum, interesting. And then we have this here, the Mingun Bell, 1810 in Neymar, weighs 82,000. I mean, look at these people. Now, no hate, but look how primitive they are. Literally wearing diapers. We're told that these people, or their ancestors, well, evidently their ancestors did build this, but these people didn't build this. They didn't, like, how do you get that? How do you get those, like, that is, just that tree trunk alone it'd be so heavy. So heavy. And then to get all of them up there and also passed through this hinge here, crazy. And also just the actual like construction here, it's like all brick. It's all like red brick here. It's like, who's making the red brick for them out in Neymar? Like, this is out in the fucking jungle, you know? Who's making red bricks? Where's the red brick factories over there for them to be producing this? There's just a lot of questions that come to mind when I look at this picture. But again, look how advanced this is. Like, what was this used for? You ring this and obviously all this is overgrown. I mean, maybe at one point this wasn't a jungle or overgrown. This was just part of, you know, some advanced civilization. And it's actually something that I will cover in part 2 with my motherboard Gaia theory. This was actually a computer component, computer hardware component in a gigantic motherboard. Again, I will explain that in more detail later on. And then in Nazi Germany, church bells were gathered and confiscated during World War II for the purpose of melting them down to create materials for war effort, especially for munition and weapons. So look at all of these bells, guys. I mean, what happened? What? Well, saying what happened, the war effort happened, but you know, to take all of these bells, to melt them down just for munitions, like, this is why all the bell towers are empty. You know, this is what really decommissioned a lot of these ancient machines, these healing machines, these buildings, multi-purpose buildings, but healing machines nonetheless. All of these bells and all of these wars that we have, subsequent wars, World War I, World War II, each war slowly destroys and erodes and erases the history of the old world, be that through the architecture, through its technology, through the people that die, the bloodlines of the old world. It's a lot of bells. Look at this one, big boy here. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this presentation and feel inspired to support both yourself and this channel, then head over to primalalchemy.co.uk. Awaken your potential with the world's only visionary health brand. Discover our collection of tonic herbal elixirs, rare crystals, and holistic health technologies, all chosen and created with intention, so you can focus on the energy you bring into your life. Whether you're grounding yourself, seeking clarity, or elevating your routine, Primal Alchemy supports every step of your journey. Use code REBUS10 for 10% off all superfood elixirs at primalalchemy.co.uk.